All right, call the 300th committee meeting to order at 4:35. So present is John Bartlett.
Jana Morrissey.
Emily Bruce.
Mhm.
Lisa Turcott.
Okay, and nobody online right now. So we'll start off talking about funding. With as far as the state, I asked Representative Lenatra for what we could approach from the state, and she said she would ask for any amount, and she's not quite sure what will happen with the current funding situation and some of the cuts they made. But we do have the next 2 years to ask, so she is going to put in an appropriation to request $75,000 for us. So we'll find out about that after the budget gets submitted and see if we get that or not. And again, she said if it doesn't work out, we can apply again next year.
So that's fiscal year 24.
The 25, yep. So in the meantime, I had done a rough estimate of the events we have planned so far. And I heard back from Halifax and their fireworks. So I'd actually think it was about $30,000 I had appropriated for that, or suggested for that, and they came back that they're actually only in the teens, so they're about $16,500 for fireworks. Hello.
And for the recording purposes, do we have to?
Oh, and will you just state your name?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Chris Morano.
Yeah.
We just started, so.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a buffer as well,
Yeah,
for some of our
okay.
other projects. If we
So
can
the
get
fireworks
25%.
were at like 15 or?
The fireworks themselves are about 15, and then they spend another about $1,500 on like porta potties and details and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But
okay.
I know some of our details are a little bit more expensive, I believe, so I did have a little bit more. in there. I think that's all I had on funding. Anybody else have anything or any questions? So as far as fundraising, we did have some more of these printed, so we can now get them out to different town buildings or whoever would like to put them up. Sure. And so we can hopefully start to sell this. With this, is there any interest on anybody doing kind of like we did at the luminaries, a table just showing off our merchandise until we can find a way to actually sell it, either at town meeting or and can we have a table in front of town meeting? We can. Okay, I wanted to double check with that too. And then
Yeah,
also
I'll double check, but take what time should be around. Yeah.
because we're just going to show them the merchandise and then they can get on an order. So we're not like actually selling anything at a town meeting.
Okay.
We can have these there and they can.
And they can scan if they like, yep. And then also, as long as the weather is good, we have a town picnic after the Memorial Day parade. Right up back here. I don't know if anybody's around who would be interested in doing a table there too. I will not be available that day because I actually run the parade, so I'll be tied up with that.
I'd be open for, when's town meeting? The 11th?
Town meeting is the
May 11th.
What
11th.
time does it happen, you know?
9 a.m.
Yeah.
So if you're there at 8. So
Sign me up for both, because I haven't really done anything yet, so.
Is it okay to do that at Memorial Day?
The
'Cause I know.
cookout afterwards.
Not at the
I wouldn't
parade.
do it at the parade or out front or anything like that.
Okay, the cookout
Yes.
after.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so just a table up back here.
awesome.
Yeah, because we have fun events. The National Guard comes with the big blow up house and
Oh, they
stuff.
do. Oh,
Yeah,
I
they've
didn't know
been
that.
doing that
Oh,
for a couple
nice.
of years. It's been a really good thing. Families love that.
You wanted a table at the luminaries. Where were you planning to have?
Oh, we did one
That
this
was
last
at the Reed.
luminaries.
At the
We did it
Reed.
right at the
It was
Reed.
at the-
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
think in the future we may try to move it
Maybe go to the library.
Yeah, it's just because I think,
Not at the
not,
font.
there's.
We're doing festival of trees.
Yeah, so no, we don't
but
want to interrupt with anybody else, yeah.
that- It could be at the font.
Oh, it could be, oh, all
Yeah,
right.
that's why I wondered what your plan was.
We want more foot traffic, and not a lot of people go over to
When's-
Reed, they just go over there for, a lot of them just for their children if they're singing or something like that.
Right, right.
So we can
Yeah.
get more foot
Library's a
traffic.
good idea.
Yeah, it seemed like there's a lot, because they had the pictures with Santa, with
Yeah, I
the
think the
dogs.
library. had
There's
it.
more traffic, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and if you guys are doing a festival of trees too.
Well, it's okay. I
Yeah.
mean, I think.
Well, we can have,
The Boy Scouts said no, and we are doing it this year.
we can have one of the flyers at both the Reed and at the font.
Fonts. Yeah, we can
And
put
say
them
if you
up.
want to see the merchandise, it's over at the library.
Yeah, we can do that,
Right.
sure.
So Emily, you said you'd have to staff both,
Yeah, that'd be great if somebody was with me, but I'm happy to do it.
well, I actually work town meetings and I can't staff the table.
Fine.
I gotta make sure you have a table to be
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
I will probably, I will probably be in town meeting, but prior to, I can be out there
Okay.
and stuff, so, yeah.
I don't think it was,
This means I can't hear town meeting, right? I can't be in there in the room.
No, we
I would,
can
Where
go
would
in,
I? Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't
you
been to
get-
town meeting
we'll
yet,
probably
so
be
forgive my
outside,
ignorance.
but
Yeah.
then we can go in when it starts,
When it
because there
starts.
won't be many people coming.
Yeah,
as it's-
okay,
yeah.
so just as people are
They
arriving.
are coming, they're heading right for town meeting because they're late.
Exactly.
They're not
They're
gonna
not gonna
shop for
stay in later, okay,
merchandise.
yeah,
right,
okay,
right.
yeah, that's fine, I'm happy to do it.
And then the only other thing, Don's not on, so he was,
Where's, you said.
the cookout is right here,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's where you will have a table set up
Yeah,
as
we
well.
have a table, like they usually do the serving, the cooking and the serving right over here, and then the National Guard sets up over there, so, we could probably do it on the lawn somewhere in here.
If you want me to help you, Emily, I can
Oh,
do it.
okay.
I think it's fine.
Okay. Okay. That's great, thanks, Chris. So I'll just reach out, shall I reach out to you like the week before the meeting?
Yeah,
Just to figure out details of where to get the
yeah,
stuff.
all the
Okay.
stuff's right upstairs in the attic here, so it'll already be at this building.
Great. Got it. Okay.
Alright. So the only other thing with fundraising is, Dawn was working on with one of the local breweries on possibly doing a fundraiser for a beer. But I don't know anything about that, so. Anybody else have anything with fundraising?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. So I don't have any meeting minutes, but with that, Patricia, is gonna need to step down as the clerk to the, committee. So she asked if we could find someone else to take her place. Do we have anyone that's willing to do the clerk's position?
Which is taking minutes.
Taking minutes
Mhm.
and then submitting them to the town do they go right to you or do they go, you sure? Okay,
But if I'm not at a meeting, you got.
Someone else will have to do it
you
for
Take
you.
them in, yeah, and even if you want to give me your handwritten notes, I can type them up.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome.
So, do we have a motion that Janet becomes the new clerk for the Randall Committee?
I'll make a motion.
You can't, you're not on the committee.
I move that Janet become the new clerk for the committee.
I second it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
So, yeah, we don't have, past minutes, so we'll skip that. All right, so. I know we talked about the library. I had a chance to speak with the library director. And he's very favorable on us, doing stuff with them, doing exhibits, and anything else we need from him, research, him and Nick, the, archivist. He gave us full permission to do whatever, to use whatever resources we need from them.
Okay,
So, he seemed very excited about that.
awesome. So I was wondering if, from Nick, if we can get, I was thinking it would be, if we're doing an event where people are like dressing in period
Mhm.
or a costume ball, auctioning off like iconic Kingston characters.
Okay.
like Governor John Bradford, like instead of having like 20, have like someone like say, I'm gonna be Governor John Bradford and auction that off. I don't know if that would make any money
That's
or
interesting.
anything, but I thought it would be a fun way to get interest
Okay.
if we're doing that. But I don't know if our gala was gonna be a costume or not. It's just an idea if we were doing. So that would be like Nick, give us like the top 10, you know, like,
Silver
yeah,
and-
Samson,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
She introduced herself.
Well, we know him, but I should have.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was.
were you?
Yeah.
I haven't gone to my yard at all. Yeah, just an idea. So, but if we have a committee for that, yeah, we should talk to them about that.
Okay.
Here's a question. Do we have any famous, like currently modern day famous, residents, people from Kingston that are?
So we do have an actor that lives in town, and they just,
Chris,
Chris,
Chris Cooper. Oh, that's right.
yes.
and his wife is an
And
author.
she's, oh, I'm sorry, I excluded her. She's an actress and as
Okay.
well. Yes, that's right.
I was thinking more along the lines of like, do we have any famous people for today that we could also auction up? But I don't even know if that would be a,
Chris is very,
oh, no, yeah,
Yes,
I'm
he
not.
is.
I've heard that because I know one of my
Yep.
members sort of.
his wife might be auctioned off, but
Yeah.
yeah, going up the
Yeah.
two.
Okay,
Yeah,
never mind that. It was an idea, but I was like, how would we could get sued for that maybe?
I know. I don't know if they do that
Auctioning off.
anymore.
You dress like
A
Chris
live
Cooper.
person, yeah, probably not. No.
Right.
Never mind. Okay.
But on, on that grounds too, we do need to, not necessarily a famous person, but we'll have to come up with a, like a master of arms, whatever, for the parade too. So someone from town, so we'll
Okay.
have to think of that.
Yeah.
All right, so, yep, the library director was excited. He even came up with an idea. I guess when they moved the library across the street, they actually did a chain with kids, and I don't remember this. And they passed the books across the street. So
They
he-
did?
Yeah, that's what he said. I don't remember that. Yeah.
I don't remember.
But he was,
Yeah,
okay, he was talking about doing a recreation of that, so that would be a good idea.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So a
cool.
project
Okay.
that the library could do, yep. So I've also reached out to the director of the Pilgrim Hall Museum, and I haven't heard back yet. So I asked them if they'd be interested in maybe collaborating with an exhibit with us. Since we do have many pilgrims and descendants that did live in Kingston, and we've been
Yeah.
part of Plymouth for 100 years, so hopefully we'll hear back from them. Let's see, I started recruiting for the working group for the parade, so I do have a couple people right now. So hopefully we'll be able to have a meeting relatively shortly and get that started.
Mhm.
So,
Did Lisa tell you that we met with John? With Tom Vendetti and Jan?
Tom told me at the historical
Yeah.
committee, yes.
I didn't, I'm probably interjecting inappropriately, but I just want you to know, we had a wonderful meeting and he has provided us with tons of information.
Yes.
I mean, I'm tons, like
Yeah.
folder upon folder.
Yeah, but he lives for it.
It's just wonderful. And
Yeah.
Lisa and I are still plowing through and then we're gonna get together. So we are working, we don't have anything to share now, but
Okay.
but he has been such wonderful
Yeah.
wealth of information and
Yes.
Jan as well. So I just wanted to interject that.
Okay. Thank you. I was gonna ask if you had any updates
Yeah,
yet, but
yeah,
okay.
I know. I'm just. scared.
That's okay.
September, was it?
None of those dates are in my head right now.
Yeah, so,
We
well,
written it
there was,
down.
it was thrown out of possibly doing multiple ones and trying to do a couple beforehand as fundraisers. And I want to say the year of was September. But I,
We said,
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I.
I think
recall.
so,
And I
yes.
did write it down, but I.
So I was just wondering if we could tie the house to it.
Mhm.
that's what we were trying to like plan out,
Yeah,
like
Have
when,
the steps so that, you know, you. do
Like
the house
one-
floor,
yeah,
and then
right.
maybe 2 weeks later, with the beams.
right, right. In house tours, was winter time, right? What we thinking,
Well,
the
yeah.
winter months?
We didn't really decide. The walking tour is something people would get a flyer and they can go whenever
Whatever
they
you
want
want,
to.
right?
But, the house tour,
No, we had talked fall.
yeah, we
Because a lot
thought,
of the older homes, they're not gonna want people to see
Tracking
through
through
in
in
the middle of the
winter.
winter. So you wanna stay when, the weather hopefully will work out. So
Right,
that it's not as messy.
Mhm.
even,
Plus with
even when they
parking
had
on the
hours,
street, it's,
yeah.
we.
You don't wanna do it during a
But
snowstorm,
if
right.
some reason
we used to get that.
did, then, there might be trouble finding parking.
So like October?
October's a good month.
And you don't want to conflict with other big holiday times, so.
Should we do the gala maybe in November, like early, traditional, like way before Thanksgiving?
I'm not, I think that was Trisha's baby and Paul's, so I'll.
Okay.
Right, yeah,
Because I like the idea of a town house tour, kind of creating a chain
It
of
gets,
events.
and it gets people excited if you've got a lot of things going on.
Right, and then the next
Like,
one,
oh, we'll
we'll have
see you at
luminaries,
the-
which we'll have
Yeah,
a table at too, like just kind of a chain of events that kind
Right.
of builds it and then for the anniversary.
so if you, when we do get dates down, I don't know if you've all, so we do have a Facebook page, Kingston 300,
Oh,
all right?
nice.
Um,
We have many members on it yet, or just
I think that's,
like 3 or 4 of us?
that's what I'm trying to. I think I have the,
53 followers,
there we go.
Oh, it is, okay.
now 54, because
All
I just
right.
followed
There you
it.
go.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
So I'll want to start putting,
Things in.
It should go
Information
on
on
there
there.
too,
Yep.
if it's not already
Yeah.
on there.
I have some information on the,
Oh, yeah,
I have a picture, but I don't know if it's a link to get to this.
this is the last post, which is from December.
Yeah.
I guess it's from the merch.
Okay.
Oh, right, so it has the scan, the
Yeah,
barcode
yeah,
for
yeah.
people to be able to get.
Cool.
Whoops.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
I
if
can invite a bunch of my
you,
people to like,
did you email this to me already?
I think I emailed it to everybody, but I can do it again.
I don't know.
If you already did it, I'll find it. I did do a little research a while back, but I would love to do Christmas ornaments.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we would decide what do we want on it. Do we want a house? Like, is it something, if we do the house tour in like September, October,
Mhm.
and
Be perfect to have it.
sell them, like, so if you guys wanna, come up with what house? Um, and are we gonna do the house, or are we just doing one, or are you doing them over
There'll be
the
more,
course?
depends upon
What
the
people wanna do,
receptive. I mean,
right?
if the homeowners are receptive.
Yeah,
I'm hoping we can get into the Seaver house. With the research I've done so far from Tom, it is just a place.
which house, where's that?
That's on Linden Street, the pink one, the Somerville pink, the red, it's not red. On Linden Street, no, you don't know what that. Oh my God, it's my favorite house in the town. But anyway, I read,
I don't
he
really-
was the man, yeah. And ship captain and,
Oh, cool.
yeah, I think it's 2 Linden, maybe it's 6, but I think it's 2.
It's,
You don't know the one I'm talking about?
yeah, it's like, they repaint it
It's
as brown.
huge. Well,
But it's, yeah, I think someone just bought it and did a lot of work on the inside, but
well, it was for sale when I was looking 3 years ago.
okay, yeah.
So, but I didn't buy it. I would have bought it in the heartbeat,
Yeah.
but it didn't suit my needs. But anyway, it's just incredible. And he was a big ship captain.
It's-
Yeah, so I'm hoping that I don't know if they've done more on it, have they?
I-
Well, they probably have. I mean, it was,
Yeah, I know I don't know if the kitchen was redone, but there was some work being done inside of it, yeah. So, but I haven't been in it, I was in it when
need
it
to reach out
was
to
sold.
them and see. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a long time on the market. It was advertised in Yankee Magazine. I
Yes.
mean, it was big. It was big, but it had to be the right time.
And I can't remember if there's a house in between or not, but then
There is,
on
and there's
Landon.
one on the corner.
the one on the
yes.
corner
Yes,
is
it's also-
Drew's.
Yeah,
That's,
yes, yeah,
they
yeah.
were all shipbuilders
Yeah,
as well.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So that would be a nice,
That's a beautiful house on the inside, yes.
Well, that's what, Lisa and I need to get together and really figure this out,
We need
and
to
I've
go
just been
further.
getting through all the, I mean, I just cannot believe all the stuff that he gave us. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
So, and that's the one that comes to mind as, for me, I don't know if you have. I mean, there are so many,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
Oh,
so
Linden
many.
Street. Okay, that connects Main Street to Landing Road.
Yes, yep.
Do you
I had
know
to
the-
Google it.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
which house? No, the one that they did all the work to? Or the
It's-
one that
it's
is, they've got the
painted
retaining
pink.
wall?
You can't miss it.
All right,
It's
I
right
haven't
behind
cut through there in a
Verizon
while. It's not summertime.
yeah, exactly. We're
Going
not going
to
to
the
the boat
boat.
right now. Oh, I
It's a
didn't go that way
phenomenal
today.
location, and it just goes on and on and on. It's got a big carriage house.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's phenomenal. So anyway, so we could come up, maybe we could have more than one ornament.
That's what I was,
Like if we had five
like,
houses.
yeah, yeah.
Even just of the logo, I think that
Yeah.
something like that,
Yeah,
that you're using for your merchandise.
Yeah.
Would be nice, because that says it all, you
Yeah.
know, so you could do one of,
Right.
one of those could be the choice.
Yeah. And there's
But
like,
for me, I would like all five of them.
I
on my
know you
tree.
would. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I
Exactly.
want them all. So
Right?
That's what I'm thinking, if we had a couple to highlight the.
I'm like, if we had like,
significant
you know,
houses.
I was thinking if we had started, like have one a year, like leading up to, so,
Yeah, so we'll.
cause someone found some from the last, whatever,
Oh,
So the
really?
Lions Club did those.
with the
And-
white, with the
Yes,
red.
and,
Yeah.
one of the members of the historical commission, it didn't give me the complete set, but gave me some of them. So I have them for us. If we do an event, we can auction those off.
Oh,
Um,
neat.
to raise
Yeah.
money for this committee as
Yeah.
well.
That
So,
would be nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
so,
good.
and, if I remember, I'll bring them in the next meeting so we can
That
kind
would
of
be
look,
great.
look through them.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just take pictures. No one's a cart them around. And take the pictures so I can put them on Facebook and say they're
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
auctioned off.
Do you think they could be duplicated? Are they something that we could get more made?
I would
It
wanna
was,
do different.
I'd say different because it was the Lions Club that did it. It wasn't, they did it for their own fundraiser, so I would think we'd probably have to be a little different. Yeah. We may be able to use some of the same houses or
Okay.
buildings in town, but we'd have to do it our own way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where I still live. One of
yes. So,
I like, that's my kind
and I think those will sell. I
oh,
do.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
of, because they're not a pricey item.
Yeah.
I mean, an ornament isn't that expensive, maybe $10.
yeah.
15?
I'm-
No,
I've-
I don't know. I have no idea what
I
they
don't know.
cost to.
Remember
Yeah.
they
I
did
can't
the
remember.
poster? Who did that drawing of the?
Oh, we talked about it at a past meeting.
The
Missy
Kingston,
had brought it
yeah.
up. Yeah, like the
Somebody
carriage,
went
Left one hanging
caricature
in the
poster.
parish house, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do we know who did it?
I don't know what you're talking
Who
about.
was a local artist?
it's,
Yeah, it's a,
There might
it's
even
like
be
a
one
draw-
hanging
it's
in
just
here
a drawing of the town of Kingston. I don't know.
it's like a caricature type drawing,
Yeah.
but it's
Not like Marie
It's a
Fox,
map and it
although
has
they did-
different
each
houses
town
and
has one that
historical
shows what
places.
buildings
This
are.
was definitely done by somebody.
yeah.
local.
It
And it
was.
shows like
Yep.
if you're looking down on Main Street, because there's our church and then there's the Mayflower
Mhm.
Church, and then you're going up Green and there's
And
a whole bunch of
Summer
other
and
stuff.
that's-
Yeah,
yep.
Summer Street,
Yep.
yeah. So,
That would be nice.
yeah.
Let's see if I can find out who did that one too.
Because that we could just reprint them. I don't know who owns it. Maybe us,
Right,
hopefully us,
right.
but we can just reprint those. People love those pictures.
Sandwich, I have one.
Oh.
You
I have all
know,
the pictures.
Yeah.
did them. At least the one that I have from Duxbury, she's a local artist and they were prints and then you frame
Yeah.
them. The town that you lived in, and I had one.
I always thought like the outline of Kingston is almost like a heart or an
Oh.
arrowhead.
Oh.
Like, that's a
Mm.
charm.
There's so many things you can do.
Right.
It's this. Here it is.
Oh, look at you.
Well, now my phone's not working.
Where'd you find it? Where'd you find it?
Oh, it's on Etsy.
Yep, that's it.
This is it. You want to see it closer?
Oh, where have I seen this?
On
Yeah.
Etsy, it's
There
35.
might be
I
one
don't
hanging
know.
up in this building, I can't remember.
Somewhere.
There might
Yeah.
be, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember those like were popular back in like the
They
eighties.
were,
Yes.
Right?
exactly,
Yes.
Okay.
exactly. Let me see.
I remember when I was living in
Yes,
Plymouth at the
exactly.
time,
Yes,
so.
that's the one I
Exactly.
have.
Exactly, and that's what I'm talking about, those,
Okay.
yeah, they were big. I said back then,
Oh, a new print of my original Kingston Mass watercolor, first released in 1990 and sold out. I'm now offering a reprint of this popular painting. This is, it just says Village Print, doesn't say who it is. But they're an old line.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, it looks like this person's done Charlestown, Watch Hill, Niantic, they've done a whole bunch
Okay.
of stuff.
Mhm.
So we might have to, but
That would be, yeah.
yeah, and they're selling them for 35, so
Right,
if they give
right.
us a huge discount and then we sell them for 35
We could
or
ask.
50
yeah.
or whatever, then,
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I think,
you know.
I think that's a great thing to.
Yeah.
I refresh mine, mine's a little faded.
There you
I
go.
got a new one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think it's great.
Mhm. Absolutely.
All right.
That's on Etsy, I looked it up.
Yep, and I just searched for Kingston Town
Map.
map or drawing or Kingston Town poster or something like that. And it was one of the first things, and then an image search, you do Google image search and you see it.
All right. So, as far as getting working groups going, Christine has started the walking tour, so they've got that. And it sounds like we already have meetings, which is good. I've got the parades, getting people. The Old Home Day fireworks, clam bake all together. Did you, were you doing that or somebody, did we not assign someone to that or no one volunteered for that? Okay, so we may have to find someone to get that
Yeah.
started. And you think
Gala was,
Tricia was Gala
Trish
with,
with,
Paul will be in the working
yeah.
group? Okay. All right, so we'll have to find someone to do that.
and that if-
Emily is, we were talking earlier, she's going to, have a meeting with the rest of the clergy in town to see if they have any other ideas that they'd like
Okay.
to see. Yeah, I don't have, anything else as far as planning. Does anybody else?
No.
Nope.
Just any information you want on Facebook, just give to me so we can do some posts.
Okay.
And, Dawn was keeping in touch with Donna Smith Bocash, right, from the
Yes.
Kingston Business Association.
Yeah,
All
they,
right.
they were gonna try to find a rep to see if one of their reps would sit in on the committee here.
Uh-huh.
And again, if anybody does watch this recording later on, if anyone's interested in joining the committee, we're looking for
Mhm.
members, so.
Can Lisa be installed as a member?
Sure, so we
So
still
what's the
have,
process?
we still have,
Yeah.
openings at large, so, you need to just write a letter to the selectmen, correct? Or just,
Mhm.
yeah, just write a letter to the selectmen, ask them to be on the committee.
Yeah.
They'll vote you in, and then you just go see Jana or Paul, and they swear you in.
Yeah, once they get,
And then-
they'll appoint you, Board of Selectmen appoints you.
It takes a couple of months, but you're more than welcome to sit in on the meetings till then.
Yeah.
There's so much to go through. We will have
We
some
need to
to
meet
report.
and gather.
Doing it in December, we have to meet you.
Right, okay.
It was.
So, I don't know, do you want me to put together like a timeline of what we're thinking to plug in the events on?
Sure.
Okay,
We had discussed it.
I didn't
But
bring
we
my
did talk
past
about-
notes. I need to start doing that. I know we did kind of decide some areas of the year. Yeah.
And that'd be really helpful for me to have in writing too, because I can't keep finding it writing.
Okay.
But especially as I'm talking to clergy. And we also talked about creating a
Right.
flyer of, hey, like, you know.
this
to
is what's
start,
going on.
This is what's going on, this is what's coming up over
Yeah.
the next 2 years.
Right,
Oh, so,
Yeah.
you had started in the committee late, but I
Mhm.
have the 250th flyer. I brought it in and showed everyone. So I'll
Oh,
try to remember that
okay,
next
yeah,
time, so
next time.
people
That'd be
can
helpful to
see that. Yes.
Yeah. Because this is great, but also something that kind of tells people what's coming. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so, we did a little spiel for recruitment, so, and we don't have any bills to review. So, does anything have anything under new business?
Has merchandise sold?
Sorry, I did speak with the woman that runs the store. We don't have any sales yet. But I hadn't been really promoting it yet, so that's why I got some of these up. We'll get them around town. We'll start hitting some of the town functions and hopefully we'll get some
Okay.
sales.
Because I'm thinking we could promote them at our meetings.
That would be
our
great.
meetings, Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Would
I
you like
just
a
did-
couple of these?
I would love to.
Sure.
I want it.
yeah, and we'll put one out
Do
here
you have a
too.
digital copy of this you could email to me?
Yes,
Would you do that?
I can do
And I'm
that.
gonna put it on Facebook.
Oh, great. Either way, I
Yeah.
can send it up there too. I'm gonna,
Let me take a picture of it.
take a picture of it and put it in our newsletter,
Okay.
which comes out tomorrow. I'm also gonna put this up at the church, but if you have a digital copy,
Yeah,
then I can
please
share
share.
with
Yeah,
the clergy,
I'll,
so they can put it up at their churches and.
Yeah, Lisa
Start,
does our
yeah.
newsletter. She said she'd
I'll
put it in our newsletter.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Missy had said she had signed up for, Old Home Day, so I'm not sure.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
All
So,
right.
yeah, we'll have to find someone to replace her.
Yeah.
Yep.
What is
Okay.
involved with Old Home Day? I'm not taking it on because I don't understand what it is yet.
So, we
But I'd
probably
be
need to
really
talk to
well.
Tom because he probably has more information. But there are some pictures around here. It would, the whole town would get together, mostly the thing was down the Nook, and do fun games and activities. They would have a clam bake. We were thinking of incorporating the fireworks that day,
Okay.
just because
So
everyone
where
would
would
be
you do the
together.
fireworks?
We was talking about possibly the high school. 'Cause that, we need parking, and then we've actually had fireworks there before, so that is a spot that we can have them.
Would we do the whole thing at the high school?
Possibly to get one location, but that's
Yeah.
still in the
Yeah.
early works of that.
Well, that's
so.
something that people working on can decide.
Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
And like I said, there's been talk that the town used to do these days and then they did clam bakes too, so if we have enough help, the clam bake could be a different day, but if not, and if it's unfeasible, we just don't do the clam bake too, but
Mm,
it's just options.
yeah.
Anybody else in new business? Okay, I don't have anything new, so,
Can I ask a question?
sure.
Would you be looking towards different, companies and community groups to do floats and things like that? Is that what you're gonna do?
Yes.
So we're gonna have like a little friendly competition of, and have like the
Right.
grand marshal
So
or
that's-
something vote on a float.
That'd be a great idea for the Grand Marshal to do, yeah. That's a possibility. We could figure out what we could award the winners or winner or winners. Yeah.
Bikes, like decorated
Yes,
bikes.
well, that's what,
Yes.
you know what, that's what I'm, in my mind, I'm going back to my childhood
Yes.
and my old home days.
Right,
And we
Yes.
always had the bike decorating
Yeah.
contest.
right.
We always had a period dress, so I always dressed up. Long skirt and
Yeah.
bonnet and everything, and then we had like parade of all of the children that dressed in period clothing. I mean, there was a lot of trying to get
Community
community
involvement,
together.
yes.
Exactly.
The garden club could do a float. I did a
Yes.
float when I had my preschool in Duxbury. We had a float.
I feel like the garden club will kill you.
Oh, they are. There's no doubt about that, Jenna.
I won't let that happen.
Thank God for
Do
Lisa.
they know that you signed them?
Thank God for Lisa.
Actually, you know what, we've had more members join since Chris became president.
I
so
bet,
think
I
that-
bet, it's nice. Oh, they're
Nice.
busting out the seams of the fun
Right
school.
back
Good.
to 74, yeah, we're doing okay.
We're doing all right.
And we're trying to get younger people involved. That's where you get the energy to do floats and all that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, well, isn't there,
I would
Does this-
love to do it.
does the school have, horticulture program?
Civil Lake
Yes,
does,
we
yes.
had them come
We just
and
have
talk
to
to
talk
us
about
at
that
our last
meeting.
meeting, and we actually have what is she,
Member.
a junior or?
She's a junior.
Oh, that's
Junior that's on our
awesome.
garden
Yeah.
club,
Great.
Yeah.
and she did the talk, so.
We had Books in Bloom last week at the library and she did an
Oh,
arrangement for us.
So
cool.
that, she did the teen room one. So that was
Awesome.
really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we would, I think that
I
would be a
think they would
great.
be more than happy to do a vote. I think that I
I
don't think
it's
anybody
a fun
would be.
thing. You get, Gail Costa is very motivated. So so I think that'd be nice if
Yeah.
whoever is chairing your parade, not me. but
Right,
We
right,
could
yeah.
get, get someone to kind of head that up and businesses would love, it's a
They-
great way to advertise.
Yes.
And I remember in Duxbury, we had a lot of floats.
You know, you just have to have some kind of theme that they would have to follow.
Yeah, well, if it's 300.
Kingston
they could-
300,
Yeah.
theme.
Yeah.
You know?
Make sure that it's just not.
You gotta get the
Sign on
flatbed, you
the back
gotta,
of
there's
the
a
truck.
lot
Yeah.
involved, but yeah,
People want it to be.
so.
Right, right. Cool.
Well, these are great ideas. I've been doing the Memorial Day parade for about 5 or 6 years now, but that's when it's more solemn. So you do
Right.
have some stuff in it, but these are all great ideas. So
Yeah.
thank you.
More so,
Yeah.
right?
All right. Again, that's all I have. So if we don't have anything, we entertain a motion.
I move we end the meeting.
Okay.
Adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second. All right. All in favor?
I.
Aye.
Hi.
Thank you, everyone.
So adjourned at what time?
It's at 5:12.